Well, folks, we did it. Donald Trump is no longer president of the United States. Like a carpetbagger, he's in Florida. He was such a little bitch. He didn't attend the inauguration. Mike Pence did. It's the one thing I'll ever give him credit for. Mike Pence, first of all, didn't try to overturn the election, and he attended the inauguration like a mature adult. Joseph R. Biden Jr. I don't know why everyone wants to point out that his full name, but he's the president of the United States. Kamala Harris is first vice president. I mean, the first female vice president of the United States, plus the whole, have to make it half Indian crap. I really don't care about identity. She swore, while president of the Senate, she swore in Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock of my state of Georgia, and her own replacement, Alex Padilla. By the way, I want to point out, she was pointing out that, the typical Senate jargon. The senator designate, blah, 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 will be filling in this a vacancy created by the resignation of Kamala D. Harris. Cue the Senate laughing and the her laughing.
The chair lays before the Senate two certificates of election for the state of Georgia and a certificate of appointment to fill the vacancy created by the resignation of former Senator Kamala D. Harris of California. Yeah, that was very weird. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Hating on boomers aside, I do think that it is good that we have our first female vice president. Not that I think that's important. I don't really care. But, it's like, hey, cool. I think it's cool. We got our first female vice president. I don't really care much about the whole racial crap because, we've already had a non-white vice president. In 1929 to 1933, under Herbert Hoover, we had a Native American, Charles either Curtis or Custis. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Now that she's sworn those three senators, we now have the Democratic majority of the Senate by one vote, which is Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, it's literally 50 Republican senators, 48 Democrat senators, with 2 independent seats, Bernie Sanders and Angus Kane of Maine, but they caucus with the Democrats, so therefore that gives us the majority via Kamala Harris being tiebreaker vote. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Joe Manchin either A, blocks everything that those truly left Democrats tried to accomplish, or B, just says fuck it, because this has happened before. When it's 50-50, just say fuck it, I'm a Republican now, I'm so right-wing, I might as well be a Republican, and just switch to the Democrats, and therefore the Senate majority is given back to Mitch McConnell. Fucking boomers need to just go away. Y'all need to retire. Although, to be fair, Joe Biden is not a boomer. He's a silent generation. This is the first time in 20 years the presidency has been occupied by someone who isn't a baby boomer. Even Obama, born in 1961, was a baby boomer. Okay, I'm excluding Eisenhower from this because while he did serve as a commanding officer of the European forces in World War II, he wasn't of the generation that fought the war, like, on the ground. So anyway, from 1961 to 1993, our presidents were greatest generation World War II veterans. Every one of them was a World War II veteran, from Kennedy to Bush Sr. And then, in 1993, we skipped over a generation, the silent generation, those born between 1925 and 1945, and we went straight to the baby boomers with Bill Clinton, Bush Jr., Barack Obama, and then Trump. Now we've gone back a generation. I think it's cool. I think it's okay. Like, I would be totally down for a female president, just not Kamala Harris. And like I said, she is one aneurysm, a heart attack, a gaffe away from the White House. Kill me. I want a female vice president. Not because it's a woman, but yay, I'm down for it. But I want it to be Nina Turner. Until the transphobe thing came about, I was actually okay with Tulsi. But, now it's like, ooh, you're damaged goods. Thank God she left. She's going to run for president again. If she was like Bernie's age, okay. But she's 39. People don't willingly leave Congress at 39 years old for nothing. She's going to run again. She's going to write a book, and I'm digressing. We won, folks. And now some of us were having this crisis because, we spent 4 years fighting Trump. We fought so long and hard to get rid of him, from impeachment to holding him accountable and all that shit. But now that he's gone, Biden's president, some of us are thinking like, well, what do we do now?
It's very strange. I have been in the revenge business so long. Now that it's over, I don't know what to do with the rest of my life.
Have you ever considered piracy?
I'll tell you what we can do for either the rest of our lives or more likely the more foreseeable future as we continue fighting. We continue pushing for a progressive agenda. Just because Biden's president doesn't mean that, everything's hunky-dory, everything's back to normal. Everyone, let's just do what we did with Obama. Just vote for him and say, do whatever you want. Oh, benevolent king. We'll just go back to Facebook and YouTube and eating and dabbing and the popular celebrities. No, folks. We don't go back to our life. Now, yes. Obviously, we still have lives, obviously, after we deal with COVID, but the point is, we don't just ignore Biden and just keep defending him. Do not defend what he did. It does if it's bad. And don't defend any bullshit Kamala either says or does because, she's Democrat and she's a woman who's not white. Don't do that. Don't give into identity politics. Do not let the SJWs rise again. The SJW reign of 2014 to 2017 was toxic and annoying, and it helped in the rise of Trump. And we can't let that happen again. But we also got to make sure that Biden holds to his pledges from $15 an hour to Paris Climate Agreement to the Iran deal to raising taxes on the rich. Yeah, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to hold him accountable, hold his feet to the fire, and even make him do things that he didn't promise to do, but, is progressive that would help people. Bernie's going to lead that charge, but we got to do our part. Even if we got to tweet at him, he's not going to read them, but, I think if enough people tweeted him about something, he'll be like, Mr. President, I know while we're dealing with the negotiations with the North Koreans, the people are mad about this certain subject, and you need to address it. It's like, all right, let's do it. I was hoping for a neck pop, but okay. Apparently I popped my own neck. But anyway, we got to hold him accountable. Not everything's good just because Biden's in office. There is a lot more damage. This country has been damaged by Trump, but America was failing even if Hillary had won. Even before Hillary even announced. There's still Medicare for all, tuition-free college. 68,000 Americans die each year, even before COVID, because they don't have lack of access to health care. We also got to deal with COVID, too. My sister and her youngest son have COVID. Please pray for them if you're the praying type. But I will give a level of comfort to you all. And that is, for a whole year, one whole year, and this really doesn't affect our bills or anything, but it does give us peace of mind. For a whole year, we don't have to deal with any political ads. Thank God. And let me tell you something. To anyone who doesn't live in Georgia, you think having ads all year long is horrible. We, the people of Georgia, had to deal with those ads and propaganda in the mail for an extra 2 months. Now, as time progresses, those 2 months won't seem like much. Oh, it was so fucking annoying. I got this phone on Christmas Day, and after I downloaded YouTube, first video I watched was an anti-Loeffler ad. I mean, it was an anti-Warnock ad by Loeffler saying he was a socialist. It's like can't even have can't even have an ad-free Christmas. It was just awful. But so if anyone has a right to bitch about political ads, the non-stop political ads, it's us Georgians. Y'all had to deal with it for the entire election. We had to deal with it for 2 extra months. So thank God that we no longer have to deal with political ads for at least a year. Except for maybe some people in some districts in Louisiana, there's like some vacancies due to one guy who died before he was sworn in, and one woman who I think resigned to become some part of Biden's administration. I do think this video has gone on long enough, but my point is, we won. We got work ahead of us. Biden has already done some good by undoing the Muslim travel ban. So keep fighting, people. Pat yourself on the back for defeating fascism, for surviving fascism, and stay true to your values. Do not sell out. Even if you have to say, I will never vote for the Democratic Party again, or if you're one of those, I have to vote for a Democrat because the third party will never win, still keep pushing the good fight. It's not going to be easy, folks. It's not going to be quick. Our agenda, and not just Bernie's, but just the progressive agenda, FDR, JFK's agenda, it's not going to be realized all that quick. It's not going to be one day. It's not going to be 1 week. It's not going to be a month. It's not even going to be a year. It's probably not going to even be one single term. It may not even be my lifetime. But that doesn't mean we don't give up. There were a lot of people who didn't live to see black people be freed from slavery, but they continued fighting. They continued. There were women who campaigned and campaigned and campaigned and died before they saw all women across this country get the right to vote. But they did it because they knew it was right. There were people who never lived to see booze legalized again. Because the people have a right to get fucked up. But but we will continue fighting. It's not going to be easy. It's not. It's going to hurt. There's going to be a lot of heartache. Biden is going to do things that disappoint us and piss us off. But he's also going to do some good things. I think the most he's going to do is within the first month, but after that he's going to start doing things that piss us off. But he might surprise us. But continue the fight. Our revolution does not end with Bernie. It doesn't end with Biden. Because here's the thing. Our revolution isn't about Bernie. The difference between Bernie supporters like me and Donald Trump supporters is we don't worship Bernie. We love him. We adore him. We hope he lives to 100. But our revolution will go on without him. Knock on wood. If Bernie died tomorrow, first of all, we'd be out of we wouldn't have a progressive for the budget committee, but we also would move on, and we will eventually, because Bernie turns 80 this year. We will have to face the fact that he's not going to be with us forever. I want every Bernie supporter to just prepare for that. Now, hopefully, it will not be anytime soon. But anyway, we still have a fight ahead of us, and it's going to take a long time. Our vision is not going to be achieved in 1 decade. There are still going to be problems that we're going to have to deal with. But a very acceptable version of our vision is going to happen. but it won't happen unless we fight for it. As President Kennedy once said about going to the moon,
we choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win.
our vision to bring about the progressive agenda will not be easy. It will be hard, but we choose it. Not because it's easy, but because it is hard. It will be worth it. When 20 years now, when we look at America and we've made it better, assuming we have, obviously the future is fluid, we will look at ourselves and say, we did it. For all the heartache, we stood by our principles. We stood by. We did not give in. We did not cave. We did not abandon our principles. We did not abandon our beliefs. We did not abandon our vision. We did not abandon the American people. And I know this sounds like platitudes right now, but damn it, that's all I got. I'm a bit emotional right now. This is a hard-fought victory, and you know what? We deserve. Now the real work starts now. The 2 months of celebration is over. The real work starts now. But for today, I'm just saying we won and we deserve this victory. We deserve Bernie as president, but you know what? You roll with the dice that you got, or you play the cards you get. We choose to fight because it is right, because we know it is our destiny. Good night, everyone. Let's look forward to as much as we can, a good 4 years. And we will replace Biden. That much is certain. We will primary him at least. Everyone, stay awesome. Stay fucking progressive. Keep fighting the good fucking fight. And may the force be with you.